Hey, what's up everybody? Nancy Nino here. It's a beautiful day out here, and again I decided to take my workout outside. And what's interesting, if you see some yelling in the back, there's a boot camp actually right beside me. So this is proven that you can take your workout outside and enjoy it. I've got beside me, it's funny because I've got about 6 women beside me, all with their children, and they got their little kids running around and they're doing boxing kicks and using trees and all sorts of props. So this is a proven formula for you to get motivated while doing your workout. So let me cut to the chase. This is what I wanted to talk to you about today. How many times a day do I get, well, I'm doing 100 walking lunges, but nothing seems to be working? Again, as I always say, I'm just quirky. It's not the size that matters, it's how it works. So anyways, it's not about how many walking lunges you do, it's not about how many squats, it's always about technique. And I'm always reinforcing that for those of you that have been following me and watching my videos, etc., etc. It's really about technique. So sometimes you need to just slow things down, because I know a lot of people just end up going through the motions. They get a program, it says 4 times walking lunges times 30, or 30 jump squats, 30 wide-legged squats, whatever it may be, and they're focusing on just getting the set or the rep done rather than actually executing the technique, which in turn really gets your body to come the way you want it to go. So I want to talk about the form when I use when I'm doing walking lunges, and I tend to go outside and use a walking lunge like I do. I'll go in the park and I'll do 100 walking lunges. At least I have some scenery to look at. I'm not inside a gym. I get to look at this beautiful, the T-dot with all these condos and the CN Tower behind me. So I want to talk to you about the technique that I use and that I try to instill in others that are taking my program, and why the results happen. And that has to do with squeezing, isolating, and contracting the actual glute muscle. So slowing the exercise down and actually working the muscle that you're supposed to do. How many of you are just going through the actual lunge, but they're not actually squeezing the right muscle? Windy out here. So anyways, let me show you what I'm talking about. And there's kind of 3 go-to exercises that I'm going to go through today, whether it be just a stationary or walking lunge, woohoo! Or if it's as well as clamshells, and I'm going to be doing as well as crossovers for your abs. So if you can't get motivated by me, you're obviously going to get motivated by the sounds of this class beside me. Anyways, so if we do a walking lunge, let me stand up here. Okay, so we do our walking lunge. I'm going to do this in a stationary manner. Hopefully you can hear me with all this wind. Okay, so we step into the lunge, and what I want to show you is this. So we step into the lunge. Prior to executing that lunge all the way down, I actually want you to step a little bit more forward. Now I know that, be careful if you have knee problems here, and I'll go through and explain, but what I want you to see here is that prior to me actually going right down, I'm going to take my hips and I'm going to rock them. Do you see the difference? Out, I'm going to push and thrust my hips forward, and as you can see, my gluteus, my butt is squeezing. Look at the difference. Squeeze and squeeze. How many of you are not doing that? So as I do that and I rock my hips forward and squeeze, then I go down on the 90-degree angle. Okay? So I am going to demonstrate this again. I'm going to take my step for my walking lunge. I'm going to thrust my hips forward. And I'll actually just do 10 of these, squeezing and activating the glute muscle. Again, look at the difference. Okay, if I put my hands here, that's just a regular step that most of you are doing. If I squeeze the glute, you see those butt cheeks in ocean, man. Okay, so I'm going to rock and squeeze, and then decline on that. Okay, so again, because I know it's windy out here, it's really important that prior to, that's why I say rock out those glutes. It's really important that prior to you just doing a set of 30 walking lunges, or doing stationary lunges, and you're all proud because hey, I just did 20 or 30 stationary lunges or walking lunges. The key is that you got to rock out those glutes. So you're really thrusting your hips forward, and you're really squeezing, contracting, and isolating the muscle in that particular area. If you try 20 of those, look at me, I'm already winded just doing 3 or 4. So I'm gonna go through and do a set right now, and then we can incorporate it doing walking as well. The class next door is crazy. Okay. So if you're gonna do this with me, just try it. So you're gonna step. You're gonna go almost down. I want you to rock it forward and squeeze, 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 and rock and squeeze. Rock and squeeze. So you're thrusting and moving the hips from forward to backwards and vice versa. Squeeze, squeeze. And as you can see, this butt cheek is totally activating. The glutes are activating. See? And then down. Okay? Forward, activate the glute and down. Forward, activate the glute and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew! Now if you try just 10 of those, you should feel the burn going from the glute all the way through the back of your leg and your hamstring. That is kind of one of my go-tos. Woohoo! And we can also do that while we're walking, and I hope if we're gonna actually step, right? So we step, before I actually go through and execute again, I rock it and down, okay? And I would do that with the next one. Step, rock, down. Step, rock, and down, okay? So that is one of my go-to techniques. Woohoo! Number 2, clamshells. Okay, let's get on the ground. Another exercise that really squeezes, contracts, and isolates the glute muscle. Again, forget about the speed, slow it right down. When you go half speed, you are actually getting right into the glute, squeezing, reducing the fat, and squeezing that away that cellulite. Hey, what's up, Carlos? You should be here with me. All right, so we're gonna get on the ground. Okay, clamshells. What we're gonna do here is, although we do glute bridges, and I showed you that in one of my last videos. So glute bridges are up, however, we're gonna clam open our legs, and we're gonna squeeze at the bottom of the top of the movements. And you'll see how that feels right at the butt of your butt cheek, okay? Goes like this. Legs are wide. Okay, so they're not up. You're not doing this. Another exercise. Focuses on the internal butt cheek. Your glute. And up. Up. Keep those legs wide and out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So with those, when you take those legs out, you're also going to feel them on the outside of your hips here. So where I feel it is right on the outside here and underneath my butt cheek. Word. Okay, so those are 2 of my favorite glute exercises as well. I slow them down. I get winded very quickly, and I didn't even have to do 30, 40, or 50. So what you can do is incorporate these into, say you have a set of 20, slow it down, rock out the glutes, as I call it, rock it silly, man. Okay, now we're gonna do one last exercise to the abs called crossovers, and you're gonna squeeze your glutes during this too. So let me demonstrate it. On your elbows, you're going to be in a plank position, and then you're gonna cross over your feet. The key to executing this perfectly is to keep your back flat and your butt down. I don't wanna see these butts in the air, so you need to keep yourself completely in a plank, straight, squeezing your glutes with your butt flat, okay? So they should be on an equal plane. So, we're here. Woohoo! Can you see me? I'll move it. Okay, so what I don't want is this, okay? Because that means you're compensating muscles. You're here, okay? And we're gonna cross over. 1, squeezing the glutes, and we're going slow. 2, take a small step, it doesn't have to be wide. 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, did you see that whole time? I wasn't up like this, crossing over. I wasn't all discombobulated. It's really important that you squeeze and contract every muscle as you're doing that, okay? Damn, it's windy here in the T-Dot, but it's beautiful. I'm not in the kickboxing class next door here on this beautiful park, so I'm gonna recap. Again, rock out the glutes. Let me show you how that's done. I'll go through the exercises. No more, I don't wanna hear, oh, I did 50 walking lunges, stationary lunges. Let me show you the technique. Rock out the glutes, isolate, contract, okay? That taps into the glute stores. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So when I talk to y'all, I'm gonna say, yo, let's rock out the glutes. I need to make a song out of that. Okay, so again, aside from the stationary lunge or walking lunge, okay? I want you to go to half pace, okay? Before you completely step down, okay? Because typically we're supposed to go in the 90 degree. I want you to do 10 rock outs, okay? Taking the butt backward, as you can see right now. Yes, I'm doing a glute lunge. I'm doing a lunge, a stationary lunge. There is no contraction. Watch when I contract. Whoop! You see that butt cheek? Yeah, there's a lot of meat on it. Okay, so you're gonna rock out the glute. 2, 3, 4. When I squeeze in and push these hips forward, okay, I'm contracting the abs. I'm also squeezing the glute, and I feel it at the top of my hamstring. Okay, and I'm holding that right now. If I rock it back and squeeze, back and squeeze, back and squeeze, and down. Okay, and I'll do it from this side. Again, recap. If I'm taking another step, before I completely go down into the 90 degree, okay, I'm taking the glute, which is uncontracted right now. Most of you are doing this. Most of you are guilty of doing this. You're gonna take the glute, shift the hips forward, thrust forward, and contract. Do you see the difference? Yeah, that's my butt cheek. Forward, forward, and down. So you can rock that out at 10, okay, which I just demonstrated. Same thing if you're walking into that, okay? Slow it down, half pace, rock it out and down. Next, take it, forward thrust, rock it out and down. Okay, that's the recap on that. Clamshells, wide apart, squeeze all the way up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then crossovers. Let's go over. Okay. Squeeze, no butts in the air like this, no wobbling. Contract the abs, stay stationary, put your neck up, look ahead. I'm looking at you. Over, small steps. Okay. So, I hope that helps. Again, for those of you that have been following me, God, there's so many comments here. I need to get to them. Okay. Okay, let me just get to the comments here. For those of you that have been following me, you know I am all about technique, okay? So it's really better that you start slow, understand what your in the middle of my videos. So it's really that you understand what muscles that you are activating, okay? So, hi Stanley, what's up? Hey. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Joey, thanks for always supporting. For those of you that like this, make sure you like this video. Go to my YouTube channel, okay? youtube.com/Nancy Nino. I usually upload these videos on replay to the live. There's a folder in there, a playlist called my Facebook Live replay videos, so that you can go back to these, because I know that they get lost in the feed. And as well, in my vlogs, I'm also posting other videos that aren't live, but at least they're there to help you throughout your day. So anyways, I hope that helps. Like this, share it, use it, do it today on this beautiful day, and let me know how it feels. And you should feel a difference, because you should be completely fatigued, okay? So again, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. So I'm gonna say it's not how many you do, it's how you use it, yo. So shout out to all my boss ladies that are hard at work on my New You program. they are working it, and I love seeing the results and their stories, and photos are gonna be coming. So anyways, let me know how it works, and go to my YouTube page because I'm gonna be posting some more videos up there. Okay, peace out, peace. Bye, boss women.